Hello everybody, I'm back today. It is a stormy day in Northern California, lots of rain and wind, and I haven't seen very many people fly the CJ4, so I thought I'd do that with you today. We have CJ4 here at Sacramento Executive Airport. I thought we might take a IFR flight down the coast, maybe to Long Beach, and I'll show you how we set up an IFR flight. I had some issues with this I had some issues with it earlier in the day where the waypoints weren't, any of the nav aids weren't populating, and I figured out the problem, and it was because there was a conflict with my Navigraph data, and the Navigraph nav aids don't currently support 2024, so I basically removed all of the files from my community folder, and that seemed to fix the problem. So we'll see if this is working correctly now when we load here into the sim. So look at those clouds. That's exactly what it looks like outside my window. Dark, stormy, heavy rain. This should be fun. So before we begin, we go to Flight Planner or planner.simulator.com, and this is for the Microsoft Flight Planner. Let's begin with a completely new flight. We'll select the CJ4 here. Route. Our origin is Sacramento Executive, and let's fly to Long Beach in Southern California. That's LAX. Long Beach field here. So KLGB. So we'll say that as our destination. And I would like to fly, it's 326 nautical miles. Let's have it route us automatically. So we can click route. I don't think that there are departures for Sacramento Executive. So we'll say instrument departures and runway 02. And then arrival. Arrivals for Long Beach. So they'll have an 18 knot crosswind on runway 24. Let's see, runways. Oh, this is at Sacramento. So no, this is for something else entirely. There is an auto route button. And now it's going to populate our waypoints. So let's see here. We are going to take off from Sacramento. Let's delete that waypoint because that's entirely erroneous. And we'll fly direct to the Sacramento VOR. And then Looks like it's a flight down the Central Valley to Rio Vista. This seems like Rio Vista. Okay. And then from here, we will select our arrival into Long Beach. Okay. We'll go up to 41,000 feet today. Fuel and payload. Let's save this as a flight plan. So we'll say KSAC to K, and we'll say CJ4. 4. Save as a new flight plan. Alright, so now this should come up in our EFB. One thing I would like to do is I'll select this and let's file it in Navigraph. And one of the reasons why I'll do that is so we can use our say intentions air traffic control. What is it? Sim brief. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, new flight. New flight, and paste our in here, KSAC to KGB. Aircraft type will be a CJ4. There we are. So select route. We'll input our route again. Analyze route. Distance. Fix or airway KBUSE not found. Okay, well, let's just delete that here. Okay. So now, one more thing is we will, I don't believe this registration is the same. And I'll fix that when we enter the airplane. Okay. We'll take our covers off. No chocks, but we got tie downs. And engine cowlings. This is flickering for me. I'm unsure why. It's likely a setting. Pitot cover. Alright, we're inside. We have the wind, or the rain on our windshield. We'll hide our yoke for now. So I flew the CJ4 a lot in Flight Simulator 2020. It was one of my favorite airplanes. It had really good flight characteristics. It's a little daunting to begin with, but the flow is very easy. This is designed for one pilot use. And the flow is basically like this. We can look at the checklist, but this is all you really need to do. Is generators are up, battery is on, the emergency lights armed, standby display is on, which will turn our standby, and then we turn the avionics to dispatch, and that will allow us to input our flight plan here. Very first thing, we'll initialize our position, and this calibrates the GPS, and then we go to flight plan. So this seems to be working. I may input 1 or 2 waypoints just to show you how it's done, but KSAC will be our origin, and we just select it up here, and it inputs it next to where you want to insert it. We're going to KLGB, which is Long Beach, and it's calculating 325 miles. So what I do here is usually say legs. The very first leg, if we look at our plan,
Sacramento ground, southwest 2 Charlie Charlie, with information Echo requesting IFR clearance to KSFO.
So we have SAC and Vista.
Wasn't able to find an IFR flight plan for you. Sim brief responded, error. No flight plan on file for the specified user.
So we want this.
Southwest November 292,
SAC.
Charlie Charlie
The
Oakland
next
Center.
waypoint is going to be Visto. ISTO. We're going to input it here as our next waypoint, and we go down. The EFB, however, has a function where we can load these directly into the flight plan. So here is our flight plan that we just saved. We can say load into the EFB, and this will do this so we don't have to input it manually. I almost always will input this manually if I'm flying, but in the interest of time, we will see how this works. So I'll send route to avionics, and we'll see how well this works. Okay. So we have, see, we go to next. And next. All right. Okay, so it looks like it's loaded this and it's loaded our approach. We'll say execute. Okay, runway 20 is the runway that it's going to give us to take off. Performance initialization. This is where we're going to calculate our where we'll calculate our takeoff distances. So we go to takeoff, runway. We need to get the wind. So you can go. We'll go to say intentions. Our ATIS is, if we go to 125.5.
E3 Zulu. Wind 165 at 10. Visibility 3. Sky conditions, broken at 1600 feet. Broken at 2600 feet. Solid overcast at 3300 feet. Temperature 11. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 2993. Arriving and departing runways 20, 12. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Sierra. Sacramento Executive Airport, information Sierra. 2253 Zulu. Wind 165 at 10. Visibility 3. Sky conditions, broken at 1600 feet. Broken at 2600 feet. Solid overcast at 3300 feet. Temperature 11. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 2993. Arriving and departing runways 20.
Okay, so we have our weather. Let's click the performance button. We'll say performance initialization. Here I didn't say we have any passengers or cargo. Sensed fuel is 2,250 pounds. We'll go to takeoff. The wind here was 165. Slash at 10 knots. Outside air temperature was 11, and we were at 29.903. Runway slope is 0. We're gonna switch this to wet because it is definitely wet today. Okay, next. These are our V speeds. We will say send, and this will send this to, it shows up on our tape when we are ready for when we are ready on the runway to take off. So we are sending our V speeds here, and these are our V speeds. So we are going to be taking off runway 20. Let's set up our say intentions. So I don't believe our citation and number is correct. So we're going to say 57056. Okay. And then while we're here, we'll take our departure frequency. Our frequencies here is 5.25. Tower will be 119.5. Ground is 1250. And the other thing we need is our clearance, which I don't see that they have, but we can get that from ground. Okay. And then we will file our flight plan. So we are 57056. Okay. We'll generate flight. Okay, so that should now be synced with say intentions. Okay, 1250. So this is ground frequency. Sacramento ground citation 57056 is ready to copy IFR to Long Beach. So it's thinking.
Citation 050 Sierra Bravo, exact ground, cleared to Long Beach, radar vector Sacramento, then is filed, climb and maintain 16, 16,000, expect 17, 17,010 minutes after departure, departure on 127.4 squawk 5344.
Sacramento Executive Ground, Cirrus 216 Delta Kilo, departed
Citation 57056, we will expect radar vectors to the SAC VOR and then climb and maintain a flight level 16. Expect flight level 17, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.4, squawk 5344.
Sacramento exec ground, good afternoon. Chancellor 707 Tango Charlie, taxi for VFR, departure to the south. Information Yankee.
Chancellor 707 Tango Charlie exec ground, runway 30 via Hotel Bravo Mike Alpha, cross runway 2, then Echo. Citation 0 Sierra Bravo, incorrect readback, cleared to Long Beach, radar vector Sacramento, then as filed, climb and maintain 16, 16,000, expect 17, 17,010 minutes after departure, departure on 127.4 squawk 5344.
Thought that's what I said.
Bravo, remain frequency, Charlie Sierra Golf.
Citation 57056, we are cleared to Long Beach with radar vectors to SAC, and then as filed, climb and maintain 16,000, expect 17,010 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.4, squawk 5344, citation 57056.
N239er Zulu Sierra, exec ground, taxi to general aviation parking via Alpha, Mike, Bravo, Hotel, cross runway 16.
Ground, November 239er Zulu Sierra, taxi for general parking.
Alright, so I think we should start our engines now.
Ground, I'm on Whiskey.
I think that
runway 2.
I think that the
Could you please,
ATC is having a little bit of a bug.
N239er
We'll
Zulu
start
Sierra,
left first.
taxi to general aviation parking via
All we
Whiskey
do is
Alpha,
we
Mike,
push the
Bravo,
starter,
Hotel,
we
cross
wait
runway
for
16.
the N1 to reach 20%, and then we select this to run, and then we'll have a successful start.
To runway 30 with intention of taking off south.
Skyhawk 9er Kilo Charlie November, Kilo Charlie taxi to runway 12 via Alpha contact tower on 119.5 when ready for
Looks like
departure.
it's 10%.
Taxi to runway 12 via Alpha contact tower at 119.5 when ready.
That's 20%.
Sacramento executive, Skyhawk November
Say
Kilo
run.
Charlie, holding short runway 12 ready for takeoff.
Now we
Skyhawk 9er Kilo
Second
Charlie
good
contact
start.
tower on 119.5 for takeoff
start
clear.
right.
Going to 119.5, thank you. Sacramento executive ground, could you confirm the frequency for tower?
Skyhawk 119er KC Sacramento executive ground affirmative. The tower is 119.5.
Sacramento ground, TBM23 Golf is clear runway 2. Request taxi to general aviation parking.
12,
November
13.
7772 Gulf Sacramento executive ground taxi to general aviation parking via Alpha cross runway 12. Have a good evening.
Parking via Alpha, cross runway 12. TBM23 Golf, good day. Executive ground, Skyhawk 645.
And now we put avionics to the on position. This will initialize, and we are up and running.
405 Foxtrot Alpha.
Let's add the hold altitude of 16,000.
We're ready to taxi.
Duke 5 Foxtrot Alpha, read back correct?
So that appears to be
Executive ground,
17.
Duke 405 Foxtrot Alpha is ready to taxi.
Ready for taxi, Sacramento ground, Skyhawk, November 119 Kilo Charlie. Departure to San Francisco.
All right.
Skyhawk 9er Kilo Charlie Cessna at Sacramento executive ground taxi to
runway 20 via Alpha hold short of runway 20. Contact tower on 119.5 when ready for departure. Good day.
Taxiing to runway 20 via Alpha. We'll hold short. Going to tower 119. Decimal flight. Skyhawk 9 Kilo Charlie.
Sacramento ground citation 57056 is ready to taxi IFR to runway 20.
Citation 0 Sierra Bravo, taxi to runway 20 via Charlie. Contact tower on 119.5 when ready for departure.
Okay, taxi to via Charlie. We'll contact tower on 119.5. All right. Get my pedals situated here. Okay, we're advancing the throttles. Oh, parking brake is on. And we do need our pitot heat today, which is down here. Well, I thought it was. It's all our ice protection is here. Okay, pitot static heat. I don't think we need wing anti-ice yet, but we may. We'll forgot our lights. We'll do nav, beacon, taxi lights, logo lights, and taxi. Okay, now we are ready to go.
Ground, Kodiak 1 Delta Delta, request clearance to cross runway 20.
Okay, brakes work.
Kodiak 1 Delta Delta, cross runway 20 at Quebec. Report clear of the runway.
Cross runway 20 at Quebec. Will report clear of the runway. Kodiak 1 Delta Delta.
Kodiak 1 Delta Delta, roger, report clear of runway 20. Sportstar 412 Echo Victor exec ground. Go ahead with your VFR request.
So our V speed's populated correctly here. Let's get the EFB up because...
Ready to taxi to the active for VFR departure to the south with the information Tango.
So taxiway Charlie is here, so they want us to go up this way and down.
Ground, Kodiak 1 Delta
So that's
Delta,
what we'll
clear of
do.
runway 30, request taxi to general aviation parking.
Kodiak 1 Delta Delta Sacramento. Executive ground taxi to general aviation. Parking at your discretion. Good day.
Park to GA, parking at
Looks
my
like there's
discretion.
another plane to the north
Have
of
a good
us.
day. Kodiak 1 Delta Delta.
And that's our
Sacramento
taxiway
ground,
Charlie. We
ID
can see
code
that from the...
119.5 said nobody was listening. What did you advise? 9 Kilo Charlie.
Skyhawk 9 Kilo Charlie. If no response on tower frequency, stand by 1 moment. I will check with the tower and advise. Skyhawk 25 Tango taxi to runway 12 via Alpha Charlie. Hold short of runway 12. Contact tower on 119.5 when ready for departure.
Taxi to runway 12 via Alpha Charlie. Hold short runway 12 and contact tower. Skyhawk 6425 Tango. Executive ground, Skyhawk 6425 Tango, radio check.
I think it thinks we were supposed to take off at 1-2, but we'll be alright. It's only AI.
November 7772 Tree Golf Sacramento. Sacramento Executive Ground.
Well, it
Taxi
looks
to
like
General.
there's a deer or
Direction
something
Park via
up
Bravo.
here,
General Aviation
way up there.
TM23 call.
I've been seeing animals on the
25
runway a lot
Tango
lately.
Taxi to runway 12 via Alpha hold short of runway 12. Contact tower on 119.5 when ready for departure.
This airport's in the middle of the city. I think a deer is uncommon.
Skyhawk 6425 Tango.
Sacramento Executive.
Citation 0 Sierra Bravo, contact tower on 119.5, so long.
Going to 119.5, so long. Okay. 5. We'll put the tower frequency there, and we will put our departure frequency 125.25 in the recall. So then all I have to do
Citation
is
050 Sierra Bravo, exec tower, roger, have a good flight.
Piper
Is
96 Tango,
push the transfer button and we'll be on the
runway
departure
2, cleared to
frequency.
land.
Roger, cleared to Ryan, runway 2, Piper 96 Tango. Exec tower, Piper 96 Tango, clear runway, connected to ground.
Piper.
Sacramento Tower, this is Citation 57056, is ready for departure, runway 20. So we'll give takeoff flaps. We will turn on our landing light. And
Citation 0 Sierra Bravo, runway 20, winds 165 at 10, gusting 16. Fly heading 200, cleared for takeoff.
fly heading 200, cleared for takeoff, Citation 57056. Yesterday I saw bears on the runway in Southern California, which was interesting. Okay. So we will stop on the runway.
Camper 707 Tango Charlie, 13 miles to the north, inbound to land, information whiskey.
Okay, let's take off power.
707
Power
Tango
looks
Charlie,
good.
exec tower, enter right downwind for runway 2.
We will be rotating.
Right downwind,
Our decision, or our V1 is 140. Rotate speed is 180.
7 Tango Charlie, turning right
Rudder's
base,
too
runway
sensitive.
2.
Next to the tower, Skyhawk 813 Alpha Zulu. We are at
Change
midfield requesting
Rudder
touch and
sensitivity.
go.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, runway 20,
Alright.
cleared for the option.
Flaps up, gear
Clear
up.
for the option, Skyhawk 813 Alpha Zulu. Next to the tower, Skyhawk 813 Alpha Zulu at the midway
Rudder
point looking for
sensitivity's
full
bad.
stop.
We'll put on our yaw
Sacramento
damper.
Executive Tower. Kodiak 1 Delta Delta.
Yaw damper
request
is
straight
on.
in, approach runway 12.
Kodiak 1 Delta
Don't want
Delta
to
clear,
overspeed
straight
us.
in, approach runway 12, report tree, mile final.
Citation 0 Sierra Bravo, contact departure on 127.4.
Going to 127.4, Citation 57056. So we need 127.4. Sacramento departure, Citation 57056 is with you at 3,600 to 16,000. So we are overspeeding this thing.
Citation 050 Sierra, Bravo, NorCal departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 17,000 phase.
Climb maintain 17,000, Citation 57056. Okay, let's autopilot, we'll say flight level change and nav.
Citation 0 Sierra Bravo, climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 17,000. 056. Doesn't appear nav worked.
Piper Niner Quebec, Quebec. Contact Oakland Center on 132.905.
2.905 November, Quebec, Quebec.
Britain master departure. Britain 1350 Bravo November. Climbing to 4,500 feet, now at 2,700.
Defeat. Broken at
Citation 0 Sierra
5500
Bravo,
feet.
contact Oakland Center on
Temperature
132.905.
Dew point 8. Altimeter 3000. Arriving and departing runways 26, 31. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude.
Clear to Mohave, radar vectors around, Dennis Bob. Climb and maintain 16,000, departure on 127.4, squawk 4427. Expect runway 23 for departure. Twin Cessna 5 Alpha Mike.
So I'm not
Departure, Twin Cessna 5 Alpha Mike with you at 4,500, climbing 16,000.
flight level change and nav.
5 Alpha Mike, NorCal approach. Good evening. Altimeter 3006.
NorCal departure, Piper 31 Charlie, request IFR clearance to Mammoth, Yosemite.
November 4131, Charlie NorCal approach. I'll have your clearance in just a second. November
Wait a minute.
4131, Charlie NorCal approach cleared to Mammoth, Yosemite. Direct nickel, then as filed. Squawk 5572 and identity.
Clear to Mammoth, Yosemite, direct nickel,
That's
then
pretty.
as filed. Squawk 5572 and identity. Piper 31 Charlie.
NorCal approach. Cessna Skyhawk November 119 Kilo Charlie with you, 6,000.
Skyhawk 119er KC NorCal approach, roger.
Could you advise the frequency for
So I am not having the
flight following
autopilot
en route to
initiate.
Sacramento? Or should I just stay on this one?
Skyhawk 9er Kilo Charlie. Remain on this for flight. Following to Sacramento, executive.
Master departure, longitude 622 Papa Bravo at
Which,
4,000.
that is why. Nav and flight level change.
Longitude
Okay.
622 Papa Bravo, NorCal approach, radar contact. Turn right heading 350 vectors to MR go, then own navigation.
That's why.
Turn right heading 350 vector to
You want yaw damper.
Longitude 2 Papa Bravo, turn right heading 350 vectors to MR go, then own navigation.
Google Control, Kodiak 4060 Alpha is with you at 2,700 feet, heading to 5,500 feet.
Altitude. Kodiak 4060 Alpha NorCal departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 5,500, report reaching altitude.
So this is that little S turn going into the Victor Airway. Let's see if it picks it up. We'll see how well it does.
60 Alpha.
Citation 0 Sierra Bravo, contact Oakland Center on 132.905.
Going to 132.905, citation 0 Sierra Bravo. So, what was that frequency? I already forgot. 132.905. 0.905.
NorCal departure, TGM November 24 noon.
Oakland Center, this is citation 57056. We are with you at at 16,000. We'd like to request flight level 40.
Citation 0 Sierra Bravo, climb and maintain flight level 400.
Climb and maintain flight level 400, citation 056. So we will go up. To flight level 400. I don't know why this is not being immediate with the way that this is populating when I change it on my bug.
Piper 31 Charlie, contact Oakland Center on 127.45.
Oakland Center on 127.45, Piper 31 Charlie, good day.
So we will do flight level change, and we
Charlie,
will
Oakland Center, good evening. Live Oak
decrease
altimeter
this
2988.
to
Oakland Center, Southwest 1233, descent on the Diamond D5.
210, and we will
Oakland Center.
put us in climb power. So this plane has detents, and I am using my Bravo flight controls. I actually have a pieces that I bought that somebody had 3D printed that allows these detents, and it models this controls. And so I actually just put it in the detent, and it's the climb detent. But you can see right here, climb power.
Descent in 5 minutes. Advise if you want to descend sooner.
I'm not sure why we're only getting 75% power here. Let's take it off, flight level change, and just altitude. Okay. So we're at climb power. We're going to climb at 2,000 feet per minute. Which should get us up there. So we still have weather in front of us, but we are getting past the majority of it. But look at those clouds. Took a screenshot there for us.
Pilatus 4296 Tango, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Maintain flight level 200, Pilatus 96 Tango. Vector nav runway 18, Pilatus 96 Tango.
Pilatus 96 Tango, descend and maintain 14,000. Turn right heading 015 vectors for the RNAV runway 18 approach.
Southwest 5599er, it's flight level 150, arriving on the center for approach.
Southwest 559er, Oakland Center, roger. Southwest 559er, Oakland Center, descend and maintain flight level 050.
Descend and maintain flight level 050, Southwest 559er.
Okay, our flight simulator, or our transponder, needed to be switched to TA, which you do by just selecting that number for us to be altitude reporting mode.
Oakland Center, Skyhawk 58 Mike Whiskey, 1,000 feet.
I'm not sure if that was modeled in 2020, but
roger. Altimeter 2985.
we'll see.
Altimeter 2985, Skyhawk 58 Mike Whiskey.
Skyhawk 8, Mike Whiskey, climb and maintain 6,000.
So we're almost redlining this plane on our way up.
Pilatus 96 Tango, expect the RNAV runway 27 approach into Carson. Descend and maintain 10,000. Turn left heading 055 vectors for the RNAV runway 27 approach.
Descend and maintain 10,000, turning left at 055 for RNAV runway 27 approach. Pilatus 96 Tango.
So one of the things I really like
Pilatus
in
96 Tango, contact Oakland
real
Center
life
on
is
134.3.
when you do fly in rain, it's popping out of the clouds and it's a nice sunny day. First time that's happened to me, I was kind of blown away with the experience.
Current altimeter for Sacramento.
Chancellor 7, Tango Charlie Clarksburg, altimeter 1016. Chancellor 7, Tango Charlie, contact Travis approach on 119er decimal niner.
119er, Travis approach, 7 Tango Charlie. What approach procedure should I be expecting at my destination? Oakland Center, King Air 359, I'm ready to begin my descent.
King Air 359, say again.
I am ready to begin my descent whenever you're ready.
Pilatus 96 Tango, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000, Pilatus 96 Tango.
Pilatus 96 Tango, negative, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000, Pilatus 4296 Tango.
So we have some of our flight plan information here. Just kind of go over some of the systems if you've never flown the CJ4. We're in climb power, shows we're 100% of power. We'll leave it there. This will slowly decline as we increase, and it's because while jet engines can suck in a lot more air than your piston, and already has that naturally more power just from the design, this will decrease, and probably when we're in cruise mode, we'll probably be generating like 60-something% power when we're at flight level 400.
Romeo Mike Oscar 6,000. Hyper Foxtrot Tango Romeo Mike Oscar, Oakland Center. Good evening.
So
Lotus altimeter 3003.
this is similar to the G1000 with your speed tapes and stuff, and your compass rose down here on the bottom. You can change these with these controls here. Some of these are not modeled. Checklist, there's a passenger briefing button that isn't modeled here. There was a mod for this airplane in 2020 where these buttons were modeled and they worked. I think this might be coming later.
Longitude 2 Papa Bravo, contact weather tower on 120.65 for landing clearance.
Let's see what is actually, so this should be controlling this, and these should be controlling this one here, but it doesn't appear to be.
Comanche 868 Golf Bravo, Oakland Center. Good afternoon.
Weather.
Altimeter 29907.
Only doesn't seem to change.
Comanche 8 Golf Bravo. What's your final?
We have our engine instruments here, flaps, ailerons trim, is our N1 and N2 percentages, oil pressures and temperatures, and fuel in each side.
Duke 8 Hotel Delta, roger, begin your descent.
Volt and battery information. And here's some of our flight plan information here. Our next waypoint is Simone. It's 25.2 miles. We should be there in 4 minutes.
At 3,000 feet.
Here is the amount of fuel we're remaining when we get to our destination of Long Beach. So right now we're in a high power setting, and it says we'll have 332 pounds. When we get up to altitude, we will be that will recalculate continuously and be increasing. Let's see if we can turn down the columns here. Don't know if we can. Well, anyway. So we're at 33,000 feet right now.
Oakland Center, TVM 4 Mike Tango, flight level 280.
TVM 744 Mike Tango, Oakland Center, good afternoon.
So this is a duplicate of our FMS on this side. Looks like
Oakland Center, good evening. Alaska 3 with you, flight level 380.
Alaska 3, Oakland Center, good evening.
Good day, Oakland Center, Stingray 89 or Alpha Zulu, flight level 400, maintaining this altitude.
Stingray November 239 Alpha Zulu, Oakland Center, good afternoon.
Oakland Center, Skyline 94527, level 4,200.
Skyline 527,
we
good
should
afternoon.
switch this to
Oakland Center, Duke Choice Hotel Delta, we'd like to start our descent for the approach into Nut Tree.
graphs. How do we...
Duke 8 Hotel Delta, descend and maintain 5,000. Turn right heading 310 vectors for the RNAV runway 20 approach.
Roger, Duke 28 Hotel Delta, we'd like to descend to 2,000 and pick up the approach at IP.
Duke 8 Hotel Delta, descend and maintain 2,000. Clear direct to IP
so that's
for the RNAV runway
minimums.
20
We need-
approach.
Tahoe 721, Oakland Center. Expect the ILS runway 8
There
approach
we
into
go.
Bob Hope. Weasel 1 arrival, ring transition. Advise ready to descend, otherwise I'll give you your descent in 20 minutes.
Okay, we'll expect the ILS runway 8 approach into Bob Hope and the Weasel 1 arrival with the ring transition. Tahoe 721.
Okay, so that switches it to standard, but
Tahoe
we need
721,
to
contact Oakland Center on
switch it
134.375.
Oakland Center 134.375 for Tahoe 721.
Piper November 4131, Charlie Oakland Center, roger. Altimeter 2997.
2997, 31 Charlie.
Altitude.
Let's see here, configuration. There we go. There we go. Okay. So it was CCP menu, configuration. We're switching this, so now it's in inches of mercury instead of pascals.
Citation 056, expect the RNAV runway 12 approach into Long Beach. Tandy 5 arrival. In about 20 minutes, I'll start your descent.
Okay, we'll expect the Tandy RNAV approach into Long Beach, citation 056. Okay, so we can set that up now. So he told us... Oops. So he told us we'll do the RNAV runway 12 approach. Approach with the Tandy's
Cessna 05
arrival.
Charlie Roger 024.
So let's set that up into the FMS.
05 Charlie. Say again. TBM2 Charlie Charlie, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain
So
4,000 to Charlie.
here's our departures, arrivals.
TBM2 Charlie Roger, descend and maintain
So
4,000.
we will expect the
TBM2
RNAV
Charlie.
for
Cleared into the San
runway
Francisco Class Bravo
12.
airspace. Continue
RNAV,
straight in
runway
towards the
12.
field. Descend at your discretion.
Transition.
I'll turn you over to tower when you're a little closer. Remain this frequency. Expect runway R.
Allegiant 6148, Oakland Center. Good evening.
Is the Tandies. So we go
Oakland
to
Center,
next.
Fury 11 Heavy, 5,400. Climbing flight level 210.
RNAV runway 2.
Roger, 3006, Fury 11 Heavy.
Oakland Center, King Air 9359er, cancel IFR.
King Air 359, Roger. Radar services terminated. Walk VFR. Frequency change approved.
There it is. So Tandy's 5, transition. Oh, and was there a transition here? He did not say. Transition vectors. Okay, we'll say execute. Let's say vectors.
Oakland Center, good afternoon. Command 868 Golf Bravo, 3,000 feet.
Comanche 868 Golf Bravo, Oakland Center, Roger, altimeter 2980.
2980 for 868 Golf Bravo.
Comanche 8.
Oakland Center, citation 57056. We are expecting the RNAV for runway 12 with the Tandy 5 SID. Is there a transition? We're just slightly too fast. We should have reduced our power to cruise. So we can actually pull these quite a bit back.
American 754, contact Oakland Center on 119.75.
1975, American 754.
Okay, so I think that we'll do that and say execute
flight
plan discontinuity. Okay, so we'll go to flight plan. Next. So okay.
Atlas 112, contact NorCal approach on 120.9er.
So what this is saying is it doesn't know how to get from our last waypoint to Tandy 5. So what we need to do is say legs.
Oakland Center. 58 Mike Whiskey, 6,500 feet.
American 754, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Flight level 330, American.
Okay, so we cleared the discontinuity. We're going to go direct to Sadie now.
Flight level 370.
And then this will allow us to get into the Tandy 5 approach. So Sadie's 137 miles. That's the first point of this approach.
X-ray, go ahead with your request.
And we will be, what I did is I just said, okay, we will get rid of the last lay point and go direct here. So that's what we're doing. I think we should begin our descent now.
The faster to arrival RNAV transition for the RNAV approach to runway 30 right at Bakersfield.
Oakland Center, turn at 20 Delta X-ray. What was the approach I can expect you?
Trinidad 0 Delta X-ray, expect the ILS runway 12 approach into Oakland. Char 1 arrival, MER, let transition. Expect descent in 5 minutes. Advise if you want to descend sooner.
So let's
120.9, Trinidad 20 Delta X-ray.
see in our EFB if we can bring up
0041 with you, flight level 340.
American 0041, Oakland Center, good afternoon.
the approach
Trinidad 0
plates.
Delta X-ray, contact NorCal approach on 120.9er.
Oakland Center, Duke 28 Hotel Delta, is that a 6,000 or 8,000?
Duke 28 Hotel Delta, Oakland Center, climb and maintain 8,000.
Maintain 8,000, Duke 28 Hotel Delta.
7 Tango Charlie, contact NorCal approach on 125.1.
Okay, so here's our star. This is not big enough. I usually bring these up on my iPad so I can see them better. And it's not populating. Great.
Cessna 05 Charlie Mariposa, altimeter 2988.
So this is ILS for runway 30. We want the ILS for, I mean the RNAV for
Cessna 05 Charlie Roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
We're at our top of the set. Request descent down to flight level 2,500. Descent maintain to 500. Scad right 6 5 negative.
Let me just calculate the top of descent real quick. So we should probably be, when we pass Kabusi, we should probably start the descent, and that'll give us plenty of time. We'll calculate it more accurately later.
Southwest 2281, Oakland Center, contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1.
Oakland Center 127.1. Southwest 2281.
Okay, so we need to change procedure to RNAV for runway 12, which is not giving us it. Which I don't know why. I don't know why it's not showing us other procedures to do. Is this because it will only do RNAV for runway 30?
Citation 056, contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1.
Going to 127.1, citation 056. Los Angeles Center, citation November 57056 is with you at flight level 400.
Citation 57056, Los Angeles Center, good afternoon.
Okay.
Learjet 1 Echo Charlie, contact Bob Hope Tower on 118.7.
Over to tower, 118.7, Learjet 1 Echo Charlie.
American American 754, roger, maintain flight level 310.
Flight level 310, American 754.
American
I'll bet you that's because
754,
the...
Expect the ILS runway 24 right approach into Los Angeles via the IRNMN 2 arrival.
Expect the ILS 24 right via the Ironman 2 arrival, American 754.
Los Angeles Center, Skywest 510, flight level 350, climbing 360.
Skywest 510, Los Angeles Center, roger.
You guys want to do an ILS approach?
Niner 1, Alpha Golf, 1700.
Vision Jet 91, Alpha Golf, Los Angeles Center. Good evening. Altimeter 2977. Piper 21 Papa, contact Los Angeles Center on 128.375.
Los Angeles Center, Piper November 7621 Papa, say again please.
Piper 21 Papa, good morning.
Los Angeles Center, citation 57056, requests the ILS 30 into Long Beach.
Citation 056, cleared for the ILS approach, runway 30 into Long Beach.
Los Angeles Center, good.
Cleared for the approach, ILS 30 into Long Beach, citation 056. Okay, so let's change that. I think that this probably has something to do with the weather or you know, an issue with that where it's only giving us the available runways, and the AI doesn't necessarily know that. So I think that what we'll do is we'll select the ILS. So we'll go back to our approaches and arrivals. We will switch this to ILS runway 30, and we'll say execute.
Intersection. Clear direct Izio intersection, push 1.
Contact Oakland Center on 132.8.
132.8, push 1.
Look at those clouds this evening. It's my co-pilot here.
Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, contact Joshua approach on 133.65. Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, 5 miles from Kim's. Turn left heading 045, descend and maintain 5,000 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 30 approach.
Contact Joshua approach.
Okay, so
3.65, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
descent planning here.
Star November 9er, 49er.
Let's bring up the SID chart.
Sky King 952 request to descend now.
Approach.
Sky King 952 request 5,000. Descend maintain 5,000 feet. Sky King 952.
We are flying this Tandy. Right.
Stingray, November 239, Alpha Zulu, Oakland Center. Good evening.
Okay, so let's look at the...
Center, Comanche 4877 Juliet at 10,000. Los Angeles Center, Comanche 4877 Juliet at 10,000.
United 820, cleared for the Surfar 4 arrival into San Francisco, runway 28 left.
Citation 056, cleared for the Tandy 5 arrival for the ILS runway 30 into Long Beach via Seal Beach, Los Alum. When you're ready, descend and maintain flight level 270.
We'll descend and maintain flight level 270 on the Tandy 5 arrival into Long Beach, citation 056. Okay, so let's begin our descent. Altitude, we are ready. what was it, 27,000?
Mooney 232
Okay,
Sierra
let's
Papa turn.
go
Left
to
heading 100 vectors for the
vertical
RNAV
speed.
runway 30 approach.
And we will give ourselves a nice
left,
2,000 foot
100
descent,
for the
and we
RNAV.
will power these engines
30
back.
approach, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, descend and maintain 6,000, turn left heading 070.
Turn left heading 070.
Okay, so
maintain
let's...
6,000, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
Patriot 65, flight following, 2 Kilo Sierra Romeo, Quebec, at or below 17,000 feet with
Sure.
Quebec.
27,000, just
I'm
checking.
working on that clearance, stand by.
Oh. I just killed our... Alright. We're back.
Spirit Wing 742, contact Oakland Center on 128.7.
128.7, Spirit Wing 742.
LA Control up 3375, flight level 300.
Alaska 3375, Oakland Center, roger.
So, that was... I clicked the X rather than the minimize. I'll click the new flight button. Okay.
Falcon 9, Romeo Golf, Los Angeles Center, roger.
Right,
Bakersfield
we're-
altimeter 2985.
It's runway 30. Okay.
9 Romeo Golf, I'm sorry, could you clarify your request?
Climb maintain 11,000, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, maintain 7,000.
Maintain 7,000, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa. Los Angeles Center, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, request altitude change to 7,500.
I'm good, no request, thank you, 9 Romeo Golf.
9 Romeo Golf, understood.
Okay, let's see what the approach charts look like. So, ILS, runway 30. So we will need to put
Mooney 232
into
Sierra Papa, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain 11,000.
our nav 110.3,
Maintain 11,000, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
which will go
Los Angeles
here.
Center, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, requesting altitude
And
change to
when we
95,000.
eventually line up with
Mooney 232 Sierra
the
Papa, approved. Descend and maintain 90500.
with the ILS, we'll be at
PBM
301
123, taxi to
degrees,
runway
which we
12
can set our
left via Alpha
heading
contact tower when ready to depart.
to
Runway 112
our
left
heading
via
bug.
Alpha and contact tower. Thank you.
Los Angeles Center, TBN 1123, with you at flight level 140 for flight level 280.
TBM 1123, Los Angeles Center. Good evening, Shafter
About there,
altimeter
301,
3009.
perfect. So when we're coming in, we will be able to just hit the
Bakersfield, runway 34.
nav button here,
Daher
and then it
949
will
Bravo
change it
Zulu,
to
Los
the
Angeles
ILS.
Center. Good morning.
It looks like we
Altimeter
will come in at
2983.
1,600 feet, and we will capture the glide slope and then take us down into Long Beach.
IFR clearance to Edwards Air Force Base.
Daher 949 Bravo Zulu, Los Angeles Center, cleared to Edwards. Radar vectors Arvin then as filed. Climb and maintain 7,000. Departure on 126.45, squawk 1552. Expect runway 34 for departure.
Los Angeles Center, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, with you 4,500, climbing 7,000.
Mooney 232
All
Sierra
right,
Papa,
look
Los
at that
Angeles
sunset.
Center. Roger, Bakersfield altimeter 2977.
2997, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, climb and maintain 9,000. Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, descend and maintain 7,000.
Look
Center,
at
maintain
that.
7,000, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
Mooney
Let's take a
232
picture.
Sierra Papa, turn left, heading 070 vectors for the RNAV runway 30 approach.
Turn left, Heading
No
070,
passengers today, but that's
vectors
all right.
RNAV, runway 30 approach.
United 1272, contact Oakland Center on 128.7.
All right, I think we're set up for this approach.
128.7.
We may need to decrease our descent a little bit, but
Los Angeles Center, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
we can descend pretty quick with some
5,500,
flaps.
climbing 6,000.
And this thing has speed
Mooney
brakes.
232 Sierra Papa, Los Angeles Center, radar contact. Turn left, heading 180 vectors to Merrick, then own navigation.
Los Angeles Center, Kodiak 651 Tango Tango with you, 11,500.
Kodiak Bakersfield approach, roger.
Bakersfield approach. Could you verify frequency transition?
But once you get used to this, this is a really nice, easy plane to fly. It's quite fast. Our ground speed at one point was close to 500 knots. It's got great handling capabilities, low speed. We can handle this pretty well at around 100 knots.
Terminated. Squawk VFR. Safe flight.
Some of the other airplanes I've flown, like the Learjet 35 and Flight Simulator 2020, had really low or really poor low-speed handling characteristics.
Bakersfield approach on 118.8.
118.8 for Meridian 90440, say.
Los Angeles Center, American 754, flight level 370. American 754, Los Angeles Center, roger.
Los Angeles Center, Southwest 2280, with you at flight level 380.
Southwest 2280, Los Angeles Center, good evening.
Video check. Video check.
Los Angeles Center, good evening. Tahoe 721 descending through flight level 275 on the Weasel 1.
Tahoe 721, Los Angeles Center, good evening. Tahoe 721, contact Bob Hope Tower on 118.7.
Order Tower 118.7, Tahoe 721, see ya.
Piper 9er X-ray, contact Bakersfield approach on 126.45.
12645 for 9er.
Los Angeles Center, American 122 Papa Golf with you at flight level 29,500, climbing to 30,000 feet. American 1221, Papa Golf, Los Angeles Center, roger.
Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, altitude restrictions canceled.
Altitude restrictions canceled.
All right, let's increase our power a bit. I think they're going to have us stay here at 27,000.
Climb and maintain 90500.
So will give us about 80%
power.
power.
500, Mooney 222 Sierra Papa. Los Angeles Center, Southwest 559er, flight level 360.
Southwest 559er, Los Angeles Center, roger. Southwest 559er, Los Angeles Center, contact Bakersfield approach on 118.8.
118.8 for Southwest 559er. Good day. Los Angeles Center, American 2450 with you, flight level 310.
American 2450, Los Angeles Center, good morning.
Philly Center, what is the distance to LAX International?
Whiskey Tango Fox, you are 77.4 miles from LAX.
Flight level 284, descending 170.
Okay, so it looks like we are picking up the waypoint Sadie here, which I think is the beginning of our SID.
Los Angeles Center, good evening.
Center Meridian 9440 X-ray requesting 10,000.
Meridian 40 X-ray climb approved to 10,000.
Meridian 9440 X-ray climbing to 10,000.
Meridian 40 X-ray traffic at your 12 o'clock 4 miles. Same altitude, King Air.
Center, good morning. Alaska 1071, flight level 360.
Alaska 1071, Los Angeles Center, good morning.
Let's just check in to make sure that the
Center,
AI
Delta
knows we're
97,
here.
level flight level 340.
Citation 57056 is with you at flight level 270. Okay, now it's thinking.
Citation 57056, Los Angeles Center, say destination or request.
Oh, great. We are on an IFR flight plan descending into Long Beach on the Tandy 5 arrival. So I think when I close this down, it
Citation 056, clear to Long Beach. Direct crane, then is filed. Squawk 5222 and ident.
Okay, we'll fly to direct to crane, squawk 5222. Okay, so we need to go 5222. And I think the ident button's on our, here, which it won't let us push. That's our overspeed. Shit can creep up on us.
Citation 056, expect the Tandy 5 arrival for the ILS runway 30 into Long Beach via SLI. Expect to descend in about 0 minutes. Reach out if you want an early start. Citation 056, radar contact 20 miles southwest of Van Nuys Airport at flight level 270, heading 159er, Van Nuys altimeter 29.904, cleared direct crane.
Cleared direct crane, citation 57056. Okay, so we need to go to legs, and we need to find crane.
Citation 056, cleared for the Tandy 5 arrival for the ILS runway 30 into Long Beach via Seal Beach, Los Alum. When you're ready to begin your descent, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Okay, we'll descend to flight level 190, citation 056. Alright, so let's do 190. And then we will power back and give ourselves...
Citation 056, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Descending and maintaining flight level 190. So we will give ourselves a 2,000 foot direct to cranes. So I don't see that on our flight plan here. See if I can...
7 Tango Charlie, contact Los Angeles Center on 125.65.
We have...
2565, 7 Tango Charlie.
Tandy 589 with you at flight level 370.
To Tandy... Okay, so
1589er,
flight
Los
plan.
Angeles Center, roger.
We need Tandy
American
5.
1221, Papa Golf, Los Angeles Center. Descend and maintain flight level 130.
Maintain flight level 130, American 1221, Papa Golf.
American 1221, Papa Golf cleared direct IFUJ. Descend and maintain 2,600. Cleared for the RNAV 29er left approach into Fresno.
Alaska 419 with you, climbing to flight level 330.
Caravan 51 Quebec, what's your final?
Yeah, 5 of Quebec is landing, Santa Paula.
Caravan 51 Quebec, Los Angeles Center, roger. Contact Santa Paula Tower.
Roger, frequency change over to Santa Paula, CTAF, 5 on Quebec.
Okay, so I don't see where cranes is on here.
Level 380.
American 2456, Los Angeles Center, good evening.
Los Angeles Center, good
So what we do is we say direct,
Alaska
and then to that.
Alaska 1058, Los Angeles Center, good afternoon.
To that.
Los Angeles Center, Alaska 1202 is with you. Flight level 350 on the Ocean 2 arrival.
Alaska 1202, Los Angeles Center, good afternoon.
Los Angeles Center, Alaska 1202, request descent via the arrival. Descending via the Ocean 2 arrival for the ILS 20 right into John Wayne, Alaska 1202.
Vision Jet 27CA climb and
So
maintain
that's
flight
Catalina
level
Island out
230.
there. I think we need to descend a little faster. Let's bring us down to...
Vision Jet 27CA climb and maintain flight level 270.
And we will power this back a little.
Vision Jet 27 Charlie Alpha will climb maintain flight level 270. Thank you.
Where the hell is it taking us?
AirCal 226, we're going to continue to fly the RNAV Yankee 13 right approach AirCal 226. We're going to continue with the RNAV Yankee 13 right approach AirCal 256.
AirCal 256, expect the RNAV-Y runway 13 right approach into Palm Springs, Sizzler 3 arrival.
So we are getting quite close.
AirCal 256.
Bearing Niner 500, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
Altitude.
Mooney 232 Sierra Papa, expect the RNAV runway 30 approach into Mojave.
Expecting RNAV runway 30 approach into Mojave, Mooney 232 Sierra Papa.
Cessna 6 Alpha Tango, roger, continue to Creekside Airport and advise if assistance is needed.
Cessna 6 Alpha Tango, what is direction to Creekside Airport?
Los Angeles approach, citation 57056, request 16,000.
Alaska 1058, contact Los Angeles Center on 132.6.
132.6, Alaska 1058. Meridian 9440 X-ray head traffic.
Meridian 40 X-ray, contact Los Angeles Center on 135.5.
1355, Los Angeles Center 9440 X-ray. Los Angeles Center, Patriot 65, I'd like to pick up VFR flight following to Kilo Charlie
This is
Romeo
really
Quebec
bad, this
at
slow
17,000
reaction
feet.
to the...
To have my destination.
Los Angeles Center, push 1 at flight level 360.
Push 1 Los Angeles Center, good morning. WestJet 1726, descend and maintain flight level 140. WestJet 1726, descend and maintain flight level 110.
Los Angeles Center, citation 57056, request 16,000.
Citation 056, descend and maintain 16,000.
Los Angeles Center, Alaska 1103, with
Citation 57056, request 1,600.
American 754, all right, let's go ahead and descend and maintain 14,000.
14,000, American 754.
Citation 056, request 1,600. So I'm not sure why it's not giving us it. We should just descend anyway, I think. Los Angeles Center, citation 57056, is requesting 1,600 feet.
Citation 056, descend and maintain 16,000 feet.
Los Angeles Center, citation 57056, is requesting 1,000 feet.
Citation 056, descend and maintain 11,000, altimeter 29er.9er7.
Descend and maintain 11,000, altimeter 2997. Alright, good enough. We will... Christ, I can't see. 11,000.
Citation 056, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000. That's 2. Damn, this is really... Okay, so what was our altimeter? Was 2997. So...
Delta 649, descend and maintain 9,000.
Descend and maintain 9,000, Delta 649.
Citation 056, contact SoCal approach on 125.35.
Going to 125.35, citation 056. Oh, we need to go to tune. So now, let's just check that frequency. 125.35, okay. SoCal approach, citation 57056 is descending from 10,500 to 3,000. Okay, so we are over the channel. We are turning inbound into...
Citation 57056, SoCal approach. You are already on the correct frequency.
Great.
Sure, it's November 427 Victor Mike, 1,200 climbing 11,500. Over to approach 121 Decimal Street. Sure, 427 Victor Mike.
SoCal departure, Vision Jet 526 Alpha Tango is with you at 3,300, climbing to 5,500. Contact approach on 127.
Let's turn that brightness down, maybe? Is that what we need to do?
And oh, by the way, Los Alamitos altimeter is set at 2980. 670 Bravo, contact Long Beach Tower on 120.5.
120.5, 78 Bravo.
Long Beach approach, Cessna Sierra Papa Yankee Charlie Delta, 14 miles of north at 3000, inbound for landing with information Mike.
Citation 056, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000, citation 056. Okay. So... God, I can barely see it for some reason. It's too saturated, which I'm unsure how to fix. Why it is looking like this. Okay, so I think we are turning to capture the...
SoCal approach November 562 Delta Whiskey, squawking 1454.
Actually, I'm not sure what it's doing here.
119.1, 2 Delta Whiskey.
So it looks like it's going to vector us in here. Let's turn our landing. Okay, all our lights are on.
Skyhawk 2 Delta Whiskey, contact SoCal approach on 124.3.
Altitude.
124.3, 2 Delta Whiskey. SoCal departure, November 562 Delta Whiskey. 2992, 2 Delta Whiskey.
Okay, so now we should be...
SoCal departure Bonanza 77 Kilo Romeo, out of 1,000, 3,000, 1,300 climbing for
the airport's
4,000.
out here.
SoCal departure, Cessna November 427 Victor Mike, 1,100 climbing 5,500.
So we need to
Cessna November 427, Victor Mike, SoCal departure.
drop flaps, drop gear. We have our lights set up. We are full flaps now. We see the airport.
Over approach, 121.3, Cessna 7 Victor Mike.
We need to...
SoCal departure, this is Cessna 526 Alpha Tango with you at 1,300, climbing to 3,000 on my way to Catalina.
Citation 056, proceed direct Lusig, cleared for the ILS runway 30 approach.
Cleared ILS 30 approach, citation 056. So it should give us the tower frequency. Citation 056 is established on the ILS. We'd like to go to the tower frequency. Okay, so now we need to do nav and approach.
Citation 056, contact Long Beach Tower on 120.5.
Going to 120.5, citation 056. Long Beach Tower, citation 056 is with you on ILS for runway 30.
Autopilot.
Let's just hand fly this thing. Long Beach Tower, citation 056 is established on the ILS. Do they not have a tower frequency?
Citation 056, roger.
Sling 78 Bravo, welcome to Long Beach. Contact ground on 133.0.
133.0, 78 Bravo.
Long Beach Tower, Cessna Sierra Papa Yankee Charlie Delta, 12 miles northeast at 3000, inbound for landing with information Lima.
Cessna Sierra Papa Yankee Charlie Delta Long Beach Tower, enter left base runway 30, report 3 miles.
Oh, look at those airplanes at the landing lights
You're leaving
coming
the
out
Bravo
of those.
airspace, remain outside the Bravo.
Long Beach Tower, citation 056. Are we cleared to land? Oh, for Christ's sake. Come on.
Long Beach Tower, you're confused.
Long Beach Tower, citation 056. Are we cleared to land? Well, it should tell us to go around with that jet there. Long Beach Tower, citation 056 is going around.
Citation 056, traffic on the runway. Landing clearance cancelled. Execute missed approach procedure. Contact approach on 134.9er.
Going to 134.9er, citation 056. 134.9. What are we? Los Angeles approach. This is Cessna 056. We are missed approached at Long Beach.
Citation 056, contact approach on 134.9er.
Going to 134.9er. Thought we had. We are on 134.9er.
Citation 056, contact Long Beach Tower on 120.5.
Going to 130.5, citation 056. I don't think that was right. 120.5.
124.3, echoes here.
0.5. Long Beach Tower, this is citation 056 is with you. Inbound to land, citation 056. Let's go back down to 1,000 feet here.
Citation 57056, Long Beach Airport Tower, roger, continue approach. Winds 285 at 6, runway 30 cleared to land.
Alright, cleared to land, runway 30, citation 056. So we will make our turn. Just on gear up. Let's do that.
Runway 12, cleared to take off. Cessna 6 Golf Sierra.
Cessna 6 Golf Sierra negative. The correct readback is runway 12 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 12 cleared to take off. 6 Golf Sierra.
Cessna 6 Golf Sierra, contact departure on 134.9er. Cessna 6 Golf Sierra negative, you are cleared for takeoff, runway 8 right.
Takeoff, runway 8 right.
So the airport is
Cessna 6 Golf Sierra, contact departure on 134.9er.
Contact departure on 134.9, Cessna 6 Golf Sierra.
Maybe out here. There it is. Okay, so we'll just fly here and then come back in, maybe around this guy. And then try the approach again.
Clear to land runway 30, direct 28.
I'm gonna put some downward trim here.
Welcome to Long Beach, contact ground on 133.0.
Long Beach Tower, Dragon 28, clear runway 30.
Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf, contact departure on 134.9er.
Long Beach Tower, Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf, turning right base for runway 24.
Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf, enter left downwind for runway 12. Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf, winds 270 at 5, runway 12 cleared to land. Sling 78 Bravo, descend and maintain 1600 to intercept cleared ILS runway 30 approach.
Cleared at or above 1600, cleared for the ILS 30 approach.
Sling 78 Bravo, winds 252 at 10, runway 30 cleared to land.
So that was not the missed approach procedures, but that's okay.
Tower, Dragon 28, clear runway 30. Long Beach Tower, number 123 Alpha Zulu, looking to land runway 12. Long Beach Tower, 25678 Bravo, requesting vectors to final, ILS 30.
Sling 78 Bravo, fly heading 270, descend and maintain 2000 cleared ILS runway 30 approach.
Heading 270, descend and maintain above 2000, clear for ILS approach 30. Long Beach Tower, Sling 5678 Bravo, request altitude 1600, intercept Johnny.
So this looks like the port of Long Beach, I think.
Cessna Yankee Charlie Delta.
Cessna Yankee Charlie Delta negative, enter left base runway 30, report 3 miles.
Enter left base, runway 30, report 3 miles, Cessna Yankee Charlie Delta.
Okay, we'll fly to this hold point, and then I'll turn inbound.
Currently in the downwind for runway 30.
TBM 691 Zulu Romeo, Long Beach Tower, enter left downwind for runway 30.
Enter left downwind for runway 30, TBM 1 Zulu Romeo.
Long Beach Tower, Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf, just turning right base for runway 12.
Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf, winds calm, runway 12 clear to land.
So this plane is trimmed perfectly, holding altitude and speed. It's really easy to fly manually. I'm not even touching the controls.
Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf, just coming in for final on runway 12.
Duke 2529 Whiskey, Long Beach Tower, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. After takeoff, fly runway heading to 800, then left heading 180.
Clear for takeoff.
Duke 29 Whiskey, contact departure on 134.9er.
Okay, what do we think, guys? Let's turn inbound now. And now we're looking for this green line to center and for this diamond to... And we should get about there, right?
Nautical miles outside of Long Beach Airport, requesting pattern entry.
USMC 0331, enter left downwind, runway 26 left, report midfield downwind.
Copy that. We'll be entering left downwind, runway 26 left, and we'll report midfield downwind. Long Beach Tower, USMC 0331, have field in sight. We'll be entering left downwind, runway 26 left.
Cessna Yankee Charlie Delta, runway 30, cleared to land.
Runway 30, cleared to land. Cessna Yankee Charlie Delta.
Cessna 106 Golf Sierra.
Okay,
Long
gear
Beach
down,
Tower, winds
first
calm,
notch of
runway
flaps.
8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff. Cessna 6 Golf Sierra.
Second notch of flaps.
Cleared on.
Long Beach Tower, citation 056 is established on the ILS for runway 30. Inbound to land, citation 056. Okay, we are a bit high on the ILS.
Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf Taxi to parking at your discretion. Have a great day. Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf, welcome to Long Beach. Contact ground on 133.0.
So this is just like the 172. When we're under the drag curve, we will be pitching for airspeed, which will be about 100 knots, and we will be power for our rate of descent, which this is pretty good. Long Beach Tower, citation 056, are we cleared to land? So we're getting a little low, so I add a little power, and it decreases our rate of descent. Long Beach Tower, citation 056, is inbound to land runway 30.
Citation 056, winds 285 at 6, runway 30, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 30, citation 056. Okay, great. So we got a little high, so we'll decrease power to increase our descent rate. Let's pull the power back all the way. And we will capture that. We'll add a little bit of power so we don't slam into the ground. We're getting a little bit off. Okay, this looks good. Gotta fix those rudder problems. Okay, so there's a helicopter on the runway. Oh, that's no good. All right.
Long Beach Tower, plane 5678 Bravo, 6 miles south, requesting a practice DOR Alpha to runway 30, vector to approach.
Is this a taxiway?
Plane 5678B Long Beach Tower, turn left, heading 070.
It is a...
Citation 056, contact ground on 133.0.
Going to 133.0, citation 056. Okay, so let's get off on this taxiway here. All right, past the hold short line, we will put on the brakes. Let's reorient our airplanes, flaps up, spoilers are up. We will turn off our landing light, and our taxi light is already on. We will also strobe nav.
We have a touchdown.
Okay.
Request taxi to parking.
Ground frequency was
0331 taxi to parking via hold short of runway 12, then continue taxi via Kilo Delta. Have a good day.
133.0.
Copy that.
And let's
Beechcraft 6063 Echo, Long Beach ground, runway 8 left taxi at your discretion.
left, the active runway.
Let's go to the charts again.
Beach 6063 Echo, ready to taxi with information Yankee.
Okay, here's our taxi
Long Beach
chart.
ground, Beechcraft 6063 Echo, to the east side of the field, ready to taxi for IFR departure with information Yankee.
Long Beach ground, Skyhawk 3 after we're really ready to take off for taxi departing for Carlsbad Airport.
Skyhawk 553
So
Alpha
we are
Zulu, Long Beach ground, taxi to runway 8 right via Delta, hold short of runway 8 right. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready for departure.
8 right via Delta, Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu.
Okay, this is Bravo. We're on Foxtrot, so we came.
Clear for Dragon 28.
So I think we landed and we did something like this.
Dragon, go ahead with your request.
Long Beach ground, this is Skyhawk 1 Echo Golf. Just requesting location for parking.
Skyhawk 0311 Echo Golf, Long Beach ground taxi to parking at your discretion. Have a good day.
Long Beach ground citation 57056 is requesting taxi to parking.
Citation 056, taxi to Park 19er via Echo 2, Echo Juliet, Juliet 2, Delta 4, cross runway 30, then Lima 4, Charlie, Charlie 1. Good day.
Good lord.
SMC 0331 taxi to general aviation parking via Delta, remain this frequency.
Okay, we'll taxi to parking Echo 2, Juliet, Juliet 2, Delta 4, cross runway 30, then Lima 4, Charlie, Charlie 1. Good day. Okay, so I don't think we are actually there because Echo 2 Juliet. So I think that it was
Duke 1805, Charlie, Long Beach ground, taxi to runway 08 right via
Let's just park
Foxtrot,
here.
Foxtrot 2, cross runway 26 left, then Juliet 2, Delta, Alpha.
Ground, cross 12, Kilo to 26 left, then Tower, 84 Juliet. Ground, instructions you've given lead to 26 right, not 26 left. Are we departing 26 left, 84 Juliet?
Smooth 84 Juliet, cross runway 12. Then continue taxi via Kilo to runway 26 left. Contact tower when ready.
Alright, parking brakes are on.
Skyhawk 2454
We will
Echo,
turn
Long
off
Beach ground
all
taxi
the
to
lights
parking
except
via Delta, hold
beacon.
short of runway 26 right, then continue taxi via hotel. Have a good evening.
Alright, avionics and dispatch. We will... All we have to do is push the stop buttons.
0331 Long Beach ground taxi to runway 26 left via Delta contact tower on 120.5 when ready for departure.
Negative, will not be departing Long Beach.
Okay, there we are. Now we are at Long Beach. Parked next to this nice little Cirrus here. So that is it. We have successfully made it, albeit with a few bumps, things we figured out. But hey, if we don't learn something every time we fly, it was a waste, right? So open this for our passengers. Oops, I didn't mean to actually go in there. Alright, and that will be it as our first flight in the Citation in 2024. See you next time.